Hey guys, it's David here. Welcome to my daily update of building $100,000 a year business from the ground up in public. So, how these usually go is that first I answer questions that you may have, then I go through some YouTube stats, and then I do some strategy, some life work, or just something I call freestyle yapping, where I talk about any topics that are related to my life and that are kind of interesting to me at that time. So let's dive right into the first part, and that's the life questions, right? And so when I look at my community, as of today, there are no new questions. What I was thinking about though is the fact that as of now, this channel is still very small, and the amount of questions I get daily isn't sufficient. On this specific channel, I think I got like 2 questions over the past course of a month, which is not enough to really follow this concept. But one guy that is, very, very smart is this guy, right? Nick Saraev, who also does daily question, but obviously benefits from the amount of followers that he has, because the questions are actually consistent and there's maybe 50, 100 questions a day or something like that. And now I don't necessarily want to wait until this channel picks up to answer some of, to do this question answer format. And I find the questions very valuable to kind of sort my own ideas and also improve my rhetoric and improve my delivery of the speech. So what I want to do instead is turn on comments on Nick's video, and let's just get comments so it's not all over the place. And okay, let's just see. Okay, there aren't that many comments on these videos. But okay, if I would start, right, and let me just pretend that I'm Nick in here and that these questions are kind of meant to me. So what do you like to do for fun? So as every person, I guess I like to just hang out with the people that are close to me, be it family, be it friends. Some sports, climbing. I'm trying to kind of be more consistent when it comes to the gym. But I also enjoy reading a lot, which I didn't have time for a long time. But now I'm picking up some new books. As you may have heard in my previous videos, I was reading The Goal by Eliyahu Goldratt, which was a great book, which is a great business book. And now I'm reading a book that's not business at all, actually. It's called Of Mice and Men. I only read around 30 pages yesterday or something, but it's about 2 range workers. The whole book is kind of set in 1930s-ish, around the times of Great Depression, and it's about 2 guys, Lenny, I believe, George and Lenny. So there's one guy, George Milton, which is kind of smart guy, smaller guy, and then there's Lenny Small, which, contrary to his name, is this huge guy who, is very strong but isn't very bright. And they just travel together from ranch to ranch and do work, get paid, and I suppose they have some adventure. I don't know. I didn't get to that yet, but yeah, I'm trying to kind of get into the habit of developing myself in other areas than just work and business. And I believe that, especially with these kind of books that are kind of books that could be classified as timeless, I think there's a lot of value in reading it and just seeing how people thought in different eras and kind of getting into the shoes of the characters and really thinking about the plot, even though it's not self-development books. Okay, I watch your videos and notice the automated email setup, but what if I have to really concentrate on the follow-up sequences? I believe tools like Instantly and others would help with this, but what if I'm out of money? I've created a scenario for follow-ups, but the confusing part is when I should follow up after the initial email. I personally do 7, 14, 30 days and send follow-ups, but I do not receive any responses. Now, I'm not sure whether it's the structure of the email or the follow-ups. I want to sell less expensive glass artworks to the architecture market. That's a very, very interesting question. So, first of all, regarding the cold outreach, actually, right now, my accounts that I recreated should be at the end of the warm-up stage. So, I'm looking forward to kind of start outreach again. I haven't done it in a long time, right? So I'm curious what my results are. Right now, I need to fine tune my script. I have an idea of what I want to do, but there's some fine tuning. I believe Charlie Morgan yesterday published a video about the email script, so I also may take inspiration from that, right? And so this is in progress. When it comes to like Instantly versus doing it on your own, I believe that you can do it on your own without Instantly, but to be honest, given the investment, right? If you have just a little bit of money, using Instantly will make your life so much easier because you don't need to kind of track everything on your own manually. And then for the follow-ups, 7, 14, 30, I think there's like way too big of a gaps between the emails, actually. So when I will be sending the emails now, and I will, I guess, do some reflection to see if my approach makes sense, but I will be doing like 1 day, maybe 2 days breaks between the emails, so that people kind of still have you on the top of your mind. And then kind of the concept that I guess I have in my mind is to not just be reminding myself, but give more and more value in each email. So kind of case studies or some use case scenarios of what I can do for the people. So it doesn't feel necessarily just as a spam, but the people can also get value from the things that I'm sending. So, there is some questions, sir. I don't have from Shashwat Gupta. Sir, I don't have money to buy your course, but I'm extremely dedicated to the work. Please guide me as to what I can do. Should I follow all your YouTube videos, or is there any other alternatives? Yeah, I think that the best course of action for this guy would to actually follow, my videos, Nick's videos, anyone who is doing automation. Spend, let's say, 20, 30 hours just learning the core concepts of the automations, and then just try to do the manual outreach. Because I feel like if you don't have, it's very unlikely that you don't have money, you don't have time, you don't have, I guess those two are kind of connected, right? So most of the times, either you have money or you have time. I would use that time to just do as much as manual outreach as possible, send cold emails, add a loom to each cold email, make it really hyper personalized, and get the first money, then buy the course or buy more tools or whatever. How do you have the overview of renewals of the retainers for some services? Do you have some automation where you send a few emails 7 days before the contract expires? Yeah, I don't know what this comment is actually asking. So that's that. Mm, Custom outreach strategy, right? That's what I was talking about with this comment. Do you have a blueprint or a system for the structure of the Loom video? So what I would do personally is make the Loom video short, right? 2 minutes to 3 minutes max. And it really depends if it's cold outreach or if it's Loom video sending to Upwork prospects. But what I would do is just very quickly introduce myself, load some social proof. Um, so, I'm David. I've worked for company ABC where I help them improve their revenue by X. And then I would show them the system. So usually when it's Upwork kind of Loom outreach, the people already have a problem they're trying to solve. So I would show them exactly how I would solve the problem. For cold email, I would create like one or two systems that I'm kind of showing to the people and just show them in Loom to kind of provide value. And yeah, uh, that's it for now. What I want to do or go over next is my YouTube statistics and kind of see where the channels are growing, though I believe, I was looking at the statistics and I think yesterday the channels didn't grow, but that's fine. So the daily update channel has 5 views, which is the same number of views as yesterday, which subscribers, which to be honest, I'm not that concerned about, but what I'm more concerned about is the number of views, right? Because when I look at the analytics up until there, the videos were kind of getting consistent views, at least few of them here and there, but here it kind of seems to stop. So we'll see how that's developing. And then for my main channel, let me switch accounts. We're still at 213 subscribers. So it's a 0 subscribers growth day again. And we didn't have one for quite some time. For a few days, we had a few successful days. Today is not it, but yeah, it's very interesting. Like sometimes the watch hours in the last, the amount of views in the last 48 hours is like 90. Sometimes it's like 52. I'm very curious what affects it. Like, are the people just like kind of randomly coming up with the search terms, or how is that working? But yeah, anyways, the last part is just me talking about what's happening and also kind of updating it for myself. So what I did yesterday in the evening, and this is like 2 hours, 2.6 hours, but obviously I created it live, at the end of the day. So this is not representative, but this is for today, for Sunday, and I kind of created different categories and the most or like the highest ROI activities that I need to focus on right now. And then I'm just tracking the time. So today for my kind of agency, for my education agency, I spent 94 minutes working on that. For my lead bind for my automation agency, 60 minutes. And then most of the day, to be honest, today was just spent learning accounting for the university, but it is what it is. For tomorrow, I have also some school. I think I have some final from English, as funny as it is. And after that, I need to do some work, like physically go to some places because of my educational agency. We're doing like in-person meetings, so I need to scout some locations. And then after that, we'll work on Leadbind, on my daily content, and on Upwork and Loom Outreach, I think, and the main content. Like, those are all the things that I need to push forward. So yeah, that's it. That's all from today. And if you have any questions or need help with any make scenario, let me know down in the comments and I'll be happy to help you.